Hi everyone. I thought I'd blog tonight about a conversation I had with a friend in regards to guys thinking that women don't say what they mean, and they expect they expect we expect them to read our minds. And so I've just written some notes on this, and so please excuse me while I just read off them, so it just makes things flow a little bit more easier rather than me saying all the time. I think that women have been conditioned, especially in the Australian culture, um, not to be straightforward, especially not have their opinions, um, and say what they want, need, feel, and it, especially with the men in their lives, because we're afraid that women are afraid. I'm not going to say me, because I'm a little bit different from that, but a lot of women are afraid that if they say what they want, how they feel, what they expect, and what they need, that they will be judged as needy, insecure, and demanding. And no woman wants that label. We would rather be known as, easygoing, laid back, carefree, blah, blah, blah. And I think a lot of men that can't express themselves will label another woman like that, in order to control her in a way. So it will put her off from actually saying, well, this is what I want, this is what I need, because he knows that in a way that, he's put her down, and it makes her hesitant to express herself in the future. So therefore, he won't have any expectations, and he won't have to hear that. And it's a tricky thing. I'm not going to say, okay, I'm going to say a few, because I'm not going to say a lot, because I know there's a lot don't, but it's a controlling tool, I think, for men that are emotionally handicapped themselves. And I think sometimes partners mirror each other. And so if you've got a partner that expresses themselves really quite articulately, and in that way, it encourages the other person to come out more, and which can be, I think, really good. It's a growth experience for both. That's really healthy. But there's plenty of relationships out there that if one person is just not emotionally connected to themselves, they will try and repress the other person. And there are women out there too that do it with men, but I think it's all about conditioning, about what the tools they've had when they grow up. And women do it to other women sometimes as well, that we will some women will say one thing but really mean another, and expect the friends to pick up on the body language she's putting out, and not what she's saying. And that can be really frustrating, especially when you want somebody to express themselves and feel comfortable and safe enough to express themselves. So I think it comes down to security, conditioning, and I think both men and women do it, But if Australian men, came out more and started talking about their thoughts and their feelings without us having to pull it out of them like we're pulling teeth, that would be really helpful and encouraging for us to do that. But yeah, I think it's the labels that really make women back off from expressing themselves, and a lot of women won't call the man on that when it first happens, and so she just, she will back down and she'll stop expressing herself. And I really feel that's sad, because that means that she stops finding out. When you stop expressing yourself, that's when you stop being who you really are. And yeah, I think that's really important to be encouraged to be more of who you are, not less. I think if you're in a relationship where it encourages you to be less of who you are, well then the person isn't loving you for who you are, they're loving you for the idea of what they want you to be. Anyway, I think I've already said this before in a past blog, but I think it's both men and women that do it. But yeah, encourage the women more, men, that it's okay for us to express ourselves and tell you if we've had a shit day or if we're pissed off about something. It's okay. We're not going to be yelled at or criticised or judged or told us not to feel that way. That's a big one. When men say, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, that makes women shut down. And it's almost like a criticism too. Just let us feel what it is we need to feel. And, once we get it out of our system, normally, women talk about things not to find the solution, but we find the solution through talking about it as we're talking about it. I think a lot of men don't really kind of, I'm not sure if they don't understand it. A lot of guys don't know it, and once they do know it, then they do understand it. So anyway, yeah, that's us. All right, well, till next vlog. Bye.